Hey, Phil from Got Memories here. I am recovering mini DVD discs, okay? And specifically the Panasonic and Hitachi discs, double-sided discs, the VRD series that came in these little, you put them in these protective cases or they don't protect anything. And there's errors galore on these things. Look, repairing data, it never does. This one here, the customer Hitachi camcorder. This is all circa like 2007-ish, but also Panasonic, Matsushita. They all, basically use the same equipment, hardware, software, etc. And what I've got to do, especially if you've got these discs and you have not finalized them, you've got to get the original camera with the power supply right here and then start to finalize them through the menu. Now, a lot of them won't finalize, like this one here. Look at this. It goes to repairing the data. Here we go. Error occurred. Please replace disk. So let's hit enter here. Hopefully we can get this damn thing out. These all mini DVD discs, no matter if it's Sony, Hitachi, Panasonic, Canon, all of this stuff is Sony. These are all mini DVD camcorders, and when people haven't finalized them, I've got to go through all of this to figure out, oh, did you have a Sony? Did you have Panasonic? It's all specific. And just an FYI, if you're thinking about using this company, they do not do them and do not send them anything. This company is a complete and utter scam, as is Southtree, as are Kodak Digitizing Services. And if you have sent your stuff off, immediately get it back. It's just a scam. I got videos galore on that, and I just finished one video yesterday, which is just a complete nightmare. I am digressing here, but this is consumer awareness really quickly. They won't do mini DVDs. They will take your money, and they do not do tapes. They just slap stickers on them saying that they cannot. Unfortunately, we're unable to convert it. You do not get a refund. This particular job here, 28 videotapes had these stickers. No refund. Customer spent like $800. No money back. I got all of them to transfer perfectly fine. It is a con. Anyway, getting back onto this situation here. So error occurred. I cannot get this disc out. This is the worst format. I mean, all of these consumer video and disc formats are a nightmare. If you have got this situation, you've got to disconnect the battery. Hold on, stand by. Oh, come on. It's all a pain in the ass. I can't even get the damn battery up. What the hell? It won't come out. Here we go. Let's switch it. Nothing. Oh, something happened. Come on, eject. Disk access. Come on. Anyway, while that's thinking, these here have got the thumbnails with them. So if you see the thumbnails, that's a good sign, okay? Now what you have to do is go through the menu, and this doesn't always finalize them. You can wreck the disc sometimes. If your camera is not tip-top condition, and if the discs are not perfect, if you've not kept them in the cases, they got scratches, fingerprints, you need to clean them. And if they've got scratches, heavy scratches, that's it. Pretty much they're done. So disc menu here, and these are double-sided discs. This one is not finalized. So you got to go to menu right here, and you've got a joystick down here. And then you're going to just move it down to finalize disc. 7 minutes. Doesn't mean it's going to finalize. It might come up with an error because all these discs are old. They've all got problems. This one here, I believe I've finalized. Yep, okay, so I'm gonna eject that. That is one step in this process, is finalizing them. And you can see right here, this is the data. If you've got any blemishes, any fingerprints, any scratches, you need to clean it. Scratches can screw the whole thing up. If you've got little dots on them, yeah, good luck. Okay, so that is one side. They are two-sided sometimes, and they are in this protective case here. This particular version has to have this particular case. You can't just put the raw disc in there. You have to have this plastic case. Okay, let's do that. So that one is finalized. Disk access. This one here. Look at this, it's trying to do this again. Repair, no, it never repairs anything. Just give me the bloody disc back, for crying out loud. Once you finalize them, you might be able to play them in a DVD player. Capturing them to MPEG-4 is a couple different ways. You have to extract the VOB files on them, okay? So if you're not familiar with DVD file structures, this is all late 90s technology. When you open the disk, there's a video TS folder. Now within that is going to be a series of .vob files, they're video object files, they're MPEG-2, and there's .ifo, .bup, there's all these different file extensions, and you have got to convert the VOB files, those are the video files, over to MPEG-4, so it is a clickable, playable, modern file that you can just whiz through like that quickly, okay? Play them on phones, TVs, smart TVs, all that kind of stuff, and recover the data. There are programs like CD Roller that will extract the VOB files if they're problematic. Once you've got the VOB files off of them, you need to use a program like iSkysoft that will repair and then take the VOB files, convert them then again to MPEG-4. If I am running really fast through this and it sounds very complex and a pain in the ass, it is 100% a pain in the ass, especially if you've not finalized them, especially if you've got scratches on them. Honestly, most of the time, kiss them goodbye. If you do need a service, somebody to do this for you, I am available for hire. I am a mini DVD recovery specialist, if that is the correct term. There's no terminology for this type of thing because it's very rare. I'm going to spin you around here real quick. These mini DVDs, I've got endless videos on these discs of me losing my shit, trying to get these things to play and read and recover. And then, but if you have them, you need to get the camcorder, get the power supply, plug it up, look at the discs. Fingers crossed you kept these things in great, perfect condition. I'd say about, from what I see, 20% of people did that. 80% haphazard. If you've left them in heat, hopefully you didn't leave them in the garage or the attic or in an unair conditioned storage unit, because the heat, the chemical, the organic compounds, the chemicals within the discs, they are bleeding, they are creating little spots, black spots now on these discs. And if that's the case, it's done. One hairline scratch can render the whole disc unreadable. So you have to, there's so many, it's the worst format ever because everything is just exposed to the elements. I mean, look, this is all the data. One scratch can just derail the whole process. So good luck in your recovery efforts. You're gonna need your camcorder. If you don't have that, you're gonna need CD Roller. It's PC only, cdroller.com, to then run tests. And that takes, a 30-minute disc might take 2 hours trying to run tests. Then it spits out a VOB file. You've got to take that VOB file. Then you have to convert it to MP4 using a program like iSkysoft or, you know, other programs out there, depending if you're PC or Mac. It's a giant pain in the ass for me, and I've been doing this forever. Just tens of thousands of tapes and discs and everything over the years. Let's see what this one's going. This one's gone. This one, look at this. An error has occurred. Please restart. This is constant with all of these crappy things because they're all 20 years old plus. Technology's old, crappy. So you got one side works, one side doesn't. You know, is it blank? Is there footage on it? Who knows? I think this one had spots on it. I don't know. Anyway, and they got to keep track of all the files and then name them. So yeah. And then boom, and then I can get the data off of it. If you would like me to attempt, this is an attempt. I don't promise miracles. What I have through me, gotmemories.com, is I charge an assessment fee. Like this particular customer here has got, I think, about 25 discs, and some of them are double-sided. If they're double-sided, it does count as 2 because there's no automatic process of stopping it, and it automatically, no, you got to like take it out like an old cassette, put it in. A lot of stop-start. and I charge an assessment fee. It's a couple $100 right now, but these videos stay up forever. So depending on, you know, what year and decade you're watching this in, things will change. So do not hold me to the pricing, depending on how bad it is as well. And then on top of that, you know, the amount of time involved. So if they're easy, if they're finalized, please, the perfect customer is finalized discs and they've been immaculately kept in climate controlled dark conditions. And then if that's the case, you know, the expense isn't as much. But if they are like this and it is data recovery, this is the same thing as if you take like a hard drive that fails on your laptop, or you've got an external drive and you take it to like data doctors or a data recovery company. It could cost thousands and thousands of dollars. And this is way more manual process and way more than a hard drive. I mean, I don't pretend that I'm a hard drive recovery specialist, so everyone's got their worth and their value, and it's what it's worth to you. So, you know, when you do go to some of these places, you know, there are thousands of dollars to recover hard drives because, you know, that precious, all your videos, photos on there, you want it back. You know, it's time and money. This is a nightmare. And the same with videotapes. If you have VHS tapes, camcorder tapes, all the same thing. This is all deteriorating, and even more rapidly if you have not stored this stuff. So fingers crossed, you have kept your videotapes, camcorder tapes in climate control conditions in the original cases, in a sealed tub container, so there's no dust, dog hair, human skin, dead insects, rat droppings. I see everything, and 60% of what I get in, I'm like, ugh, it's gross. And people go, oh, this is fine. So everyone's got their own level of cleanliness, so to speak, and their own idea of hygiene. And so, you know, people tell me, oh, it's in amazing shape. It's great. I've taken really good care of it. And then I open the box and it's like a smoker's house and it's just covered in like yellow nicotine and da 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 da. So, and if you are shopping around for a company to do this, you've got to check Google Maps for reviews, not Google, because there's fake ads on there. And then these scam companies like Legacy Box, South Tree, and Kodak Digitizing, 100% a scam. 100%. I don't care what Dave Ramsey's saying. He's in on the scam. 100%. Or he doesn't know what's going on. He's just collecting money. This is daylight robbery right here. Criminal activity going on. I've got loads of videos on that. But you must check Google Maps. Hopefully they've got a YouTube channel. What else that you must check if you are shopping around? Just reviews. Lots and lots and lots of Google reviews. You got one copy of this stuff. And as I tell everyone again and again, you're handing it off. You might only get one shot because you might not see your stuff again. And especially with these discs, they'll take your money and then they go, oh, we couldn't get anything done with it. And you're out of pocket, empty-handed. But did they really give it a go, or did they just take $700? I do not charge for anything I cannot recover. So it is in my best interest to get these damn things to go. I go above and beyond, sometimes losing my shit completely with these discs, because, and the tapes and the film reels and everything, it's all old. The players are old, it's all deteriorating. And if companies are not asking you, here's the big one. If you are shopping around for a company and their first question to you is not, they do not ask you where your tapes have been stored or where your discs have been stored. Do they have problems? Are they this, that, and the other? They're trying to get information on how bad this stuff can be to transfer. They're not asking those questions. You hang up immediately. Any quality-driven company that is really doing a top-notch job is going to ask first and foremost, where are these tapes been stored? Where are the discs been stored? Are they finalized? Have you cared for them? Are there scratches? Are there problems? Trying to really extract how much work is involved in this, and how hard it's going to get clear picture and audio off of all this aging problematic media. So there's some consumer tips for you for shopping around. And again, Google Maps for reviews. If they've got 8 reviews, yeah, it's a 5.0. That means that's their neighbor, their mother. You know, you need to see quantity, longevity. If they've been in business a long time, do they know what the hell they're doing? Because I have to listen daily to red flag stories. And I go, yeah. I just looked on Google Maps. They've got a 3.5 on Google, which is awful. 7-Eleven has a higher score. Burger King has a higher score. The DMV's got a higher score than this company. You didn't check it? They're like, no, it was cheap. Unfortunately, you're SOL. So nobody's checking Google. Nobody's checking anything, really. That's why I've got this channel, and I beat on to anybody. I don't care if you choose me or anyone. Just listen to what I'm saying and then take it out into the Googleverse. But anyway, if you would like me to, get a quote over to you, I am not cheap by all means. Do not waste your time if you're thinking this is going to be easy and straightforward, and it is reasonable. But, some of these jobs can get into the thousands of dollars. So you spent thousands of dollars on the camcorders, blank tapes, blank media, not to mention, you got to remind yourself, like people go, how much digitize this VHS tape? Huh? $50, $40, huh? It's your wedding. You probably paid the videographer $4,000 to make this video. And here we are. Yeah, you went to Disneyland in 2005. You spent $1,000 a day with the 3-4 kids, and you're like, oh, how much? So if you don't care and it's not really worth anything to you, when I say this to people, I'm like, throw it out, and I mean it. And I don't mean that like to be an asshole. If it's worth something to you, then you pay somebody the correct rate, quality company to do this correctly. Otherwise, it's pointless. So anyway, these mini DVDs in a roundabout way, pain in the ass. Anyway, all the best to you out there. Cheers.